characters, incidents, names, and situations used in this story are fictitious. The resemblance to any person living or dead is purely coincidental. The following video contains some horror elements and suitable for a mature audience, 16 plus. This channel and video is not for kids.
Hello friends, I am Aryan and welcome to our channel Midnight Horror Stories, where you get to hear true and scary ghost stories. In our channel, you will get to hear true and scary stories every Tuesday and Saturday. But before starting the story, all the friends who have come to this channel for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, and if you like the story, then definitely introduce yourself in the comment section. Then, let's do not take much time and start our story quickly.
Today I am going to tell you a horror incident in which you will know how the life of a young boy gets spoiled. See, today's time is the age of social media. Everyone is using online tools, but we should also use those tools wisely. Every ID we see on Instagram and Facebook, we don't know the real person behind it. And Karan has made a similar mistake, who is a 25-year-old young boy and used social media with the intention of passing the time. But then that became a problem in his throat. Karan was a 24-25-year-old boy who was doing a part-time job along with studies. In this era of social media, Karan also used social networking sites a lot. He used to talk to different girls by befriending them on these sites. The purpose of this was just to pass the time here, and most of the girls in his friend list were also like this. During all this, one day a girl, Mohini, sent a follow request to Karan. Karan first scrutinized her profile to see if this girl is worthy of his friendship or not. He noticed that the profile was brand new and there was no picture on this profile. So Karan was a little skeptical. Now before Karan could do anything, the girl sent him a message. "Hello, how are you?" Karan replied to her message, and that's how the two of them started talking. During all this, one day Karan asked Mohini to show his picture. When Mohini sent her picture, Karan kept looking at her because Mohini was very beautiful. Seeing this, Karan said, "You are so beautiful. Why didn't you put your picture on the profile?" Then Mohini said, "You know how boys harass girls nowadays, and I don't want this to happen to me. That's why I don't put up my profile picture. You are my friend, that's why I can come in front of you." Karan was now liking Mohini because he had seen her. Guys, this is actually the reality of our society. Seeing Mohini's qualities, Karan did not like Mohini, but he liked her by seeing her appearance. And even today in our society, someone's goodness is not liked as much as his appearance. Here, now Karan started talking to Mohini a lot. He didn't even talk to the rest of the people. During all this, one night when Karan got up to go to the bathroom, and when he came out of the bathroom, he came back and saw that the light in his room was off. He went to the bathroom with the lights on. He was surprised by this when suddenly he found a shadow sitting on his bed in the dark. Seeing this, Karan called out to him, "Mom, is this you?" But the shadow did not respond. Seeing this, Karan felt a little strange and immediately turned on the light. When he turned on the light, he found that there was no one on his bed. Karan looked around in surprise but didn't find anything suspicious. Seeing this, he felt that maybe it was a delusion of his mind. And thinking this, he turned off the light and went back to sleep. The next day, during the conversation, he told Mohini about his heart. Mohini also said yes to him, and that's how they both started dating online. Both of them were spending their days in this way that one day Mohini told her that it has been a long time since we have been dating, but now that I want to meet you face to face, can you come here to meet me? Karan also wanted to meet Mohini, so he said yes. And then he did all the planning with Mohini, and after that he went out to go to Mohini. Karan could not tell his family that he was going to meet a girl, so he said at his house that he was going to hang out with his friends and would be back in 4 days. Karan often used to go out with his friends like this, so even his family members did not stop him. And thus, Karan set out to go to Mohini. But during this time, he did not know how big a mistake he was making here. Karan had boarded the bus to meet Mohini. The bus must have reached halfway when Karan's friend Raghav called and talked to him. During this time, Karan told him that he is going to Rajasthan to meet Mohini, and if his parents ask him anything, then tell him that he has gone to Shimla with some friends. Mohini had asked her to come to the bus stand and call her, as she couldn't call her home. Karan reached Rajasthan and called Mohini, and in no time Mohini came there. But during this time, Mohini was not alone. There was another girl with him. As soon as she came to him, Mohini said, "Did you have any problem coming here?" Then Karan said, "No, not at all, but I am very happy to see you from the front. You're actually more beautiful than the photo. And by the way, who is this with you?" Then Mohini said, "This is my friend Rajni. I couldn't have come to you like that alone, so I brought it along. If anyone in the house sees it, she will say that you are her cousin. By the way, you've come a long way. Let's eat something." After this, Mohini and Karan started walking together. The same Rajni started keeping a distance from them because she did not want to become a bone in the kebab. They had dinner at a dhaba which Karan paid for, as he did not want to ruin his impression in front of Mohini. While eating, Karan's spoon fell down, and when Karan bent down to take the spoon, his eyes went up to 100 meters away. She went to Mohini's feet, which were upside down. Seeing this, Karan got very nervous and suddenly got up. Seeing the radiant color of his face, Mohini was surprised and said, "Hey, what happened, Karan? Why do you suddenly look so scared?" Hearing this, Karan said that I was not scared, so suddenly I started feeling a little hot, so I was a little upset. Hearing this, Mohini got up from her place and came to him and started wiping his sweat with her dupatta. Then he lovingly gave him water. While drinking water, Karan's eyes fell on Mohini's feet again, and he saw that her feet were completely normal. Karan couldn't understand what was happening to him. Then he thought that maybe he was tired of the journey. That's why he was seeing such nonsense things. He ignored it, and after eating, they started walking in a park. At the same time, Mohini said, "Don't go back today, stay for a day or two." Then Karan said, "Yes, I will take a hotel here and stay for a few days and leave." Then Mohini said, "Hey, why spend extra money in the hotel? Isn't she my friend, Rajni? You stay at his house. I have spoken to them about it. You can stay there. And his house is not too far from mine, so we can easily meet." Karan found this very strange, because he does not even know Rajni, and neither does Rajni's family know him. Then why would Rajni's family allow an unknown person to stop at their house? And thinking of all this, he asked Mohini about this. Then Mohini said, "You were thinking too much. Actually, I have persuaded Rajni's brother to keep you. Actually, he is in love with a girl that Rajni and I know. So I told her that you help me meet my love, and I will help you meet your love." Hearing this, Karan also thought that yes, let's okay. At least it would save him money, because working a part-time job did not make him so much money that he could stay comfortably in a hotel for so long, and he could not even let his impression get spoiled in front of the girl. That's why he said, "Well, I earn enough to stay in a good hotel, but now you say it's okay. We will meet easily with it." And after that, Mohini took Karan with her. Karan did not know about Rajasthan at all, so what was this way, which place it was? He did not have much idea of it. He just did not have much idea of Mohini. He had full faith in Mohini, who was going along. Both of them took Karan to a place where houses and houses were built around, but not many people were coming out. Karan thought that maybe it was evening time, and at this time these people would be inside their house, so he also did not think much about it. Eventually, they both brought Karan to a big house. Karan was surprised to see the house because it was very big, and he did not know that Rajni belonged to such a big family. He came inside the house with both of them, where an elderly couple was sitting and watching TV. As soon as she saw Karan there, the elderly woman stood up from her place and said, "Well, that's the boy. I was told about it by Shubham. Come on, son, come in. By the way, how long have you known Shubham?" Karan was surprised to hear this because he did not know which Shubham was being talked about here. At the same time, Mohini whispered in his ear that Shubham is Rajni's brother, and we told him that you are Shubham's friend. Tell him that you have known Shubham for 4 or 5 years. As the Kamini said, Karan said the same, and after that, they gave Karan a room and started arranging for his food and drink. Seeing the place, Karan muttered to himself, "Mohini's friend Rajni is no less beautiful. I made a mistake by replacing Rajni with Mohini. How nice it would have been if I had convinced Rajni today." He was just saying this when suddenly Mohini came to his room and said, "You sleep well here tonight. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow morning." After speaking, Mohini left from there. Seeing this, Karan thought to himself, "Come on, it's good that it went. Now I try to trap this Rajni as well. If it's set, who will see Mohini?" Karan had thought in his mind that he would also try on Rajni because Rajni seemed to him to be from a very rich house. After some time, Rajni came to his room and said that the food was ready. "Will you eat here or with everyone outside?" Then Karan said that "I would like to eat with everyone. Your parents are really nice. I'll eat with them as long as I'm here. By the way, what did Rajni Mohini tell you about me?" Then Rajni said, "She told me that you both like each other, and if all goes well, then you both may get married further." Hearing this, Karan said, "Look, whatever I'm going to say now, you don't tell Mohini. Actually, I don't like him. In fact, she came to me. He started talking to me and proposed to me later. I don't like her, but I don't want to break her heart either, because I thought maybe when she likes someone else, she will go with him on her own. Because you tell me, what can someone love online?" Then Rajni said, "You don't like Mohini, then why did you come here?" Then Karan said, "He never roams Rajasthan, so I thought that let's visit Rajasthan too. And on this pretext, Mohini's mind will also remain. But don't tell this to Mohini, or she will feel bad. In time, she will forget me. Let's go and eat something." Speaking up, Karan came out. Karan had cleverly put the matter in Rajni's mind that he did not like Mohini, and now he had in mind how to trap Rajni in his love trap. He started eating with everyone and started talking very well with Rajni's parents. During all this, Karan noticed a very strange thing, and that was that there was a very strange smell coming from that house. It smelled like a house that had been closed for a long time. Seeing all this, Karan said, "I don't know why there is a very strange smell coming from this house. Was this house closed?" Hearing this, none of them said anything, but Rajni's parents started looking at each other with a strange smile. Karan found this very strange, and before he could say anything else, Rajni said, "Actually, we don't live here. We lived in another place. I came here just 3 or 4 days ago, and this house was closed for years. You must be smelling like this because of that." Beyond this, Karan could not say anything else, but she still couldn't understand why her parents were smiling so strangely. While eating, his eyes met his father again, and he was staring at him with a smile. Seeing all this, Karan was a little scared. He hurriedly finished his meal and went to his room. He closed the door to his room, and now he had decided that he would have to get out of here as soon as possible. But it was so late at night, and he didn't even know the surrounding area so well, so he thought he would get out of here tomorrow morning. He packed all his belongings well, so that he would leave early in the morning. He was doing all this when suddenly someone knocked on the door of his room. Hearing that voice, Karan got a little nervous, and now before he could understand anything, Rajni's voice came from outside. "Karanji, open the door. Oh, it is me." Hearing Rajni's voice, Karan breathed a sigh of relief and then opened the door. As soon as he opened the door, he found Rajni standing in front of him with a bowl of kheer in her hand. Now before Karan could say anything, Rajni came inside the room and said, "I'm sorry, you may have found my parents' behavior a little strange, but they are not bad in heart. My brother died some time ago. After this, both of them have become like this. These people are always quiet and sometimes stare at people coming and going very strangely. Earlier, we had to come here from where we were staying."
Not many people live around here because more than half of the people here live abroad. Because of this, we do not have any problem here, and no one comes with their complaints. At first, my brother was also here, due to which these people used to be careful. But the brother suddenly went out, so now he has to handle them alone. By the way, you didn't take this pudding at all. That's why I came to you to give it to me. Karan looked at Rajni's face. She looked very upset with her face, and now she understood that she might have misunderstood. So he took the kheer from Rajni's hand, and while eating it, he said, "Forgive me. I didn't want to bother you, but I don't know why his behavior seemed so strange to me. I didn't know there was a reason behind it. By the way,
you have to admit that you took care of your family alone. Otherwise, most girls wouldn't be able to do that. Can we be friends? Rajni said yes to it and then left. Karan finished the kheer and then fell asleep on his bed after that. After some time, when Karan woke up, he found that he was not at the place where he was sleeping at night, but he was lying in a dark room. A lantern was running in a corner to light up the room. Apart from that, there was no other means of lighting. Seeing all this, Karan was completely surprised, so he could not believe where he was. He rubbed her eyes, and then she looked around again, but still nothing had changed. Karan got up from his place and started looking for a door to get out of there. During this time, he found that there is a staircase to go up at the back to get out of this room, and there is a door on the upstairs side. Without wasting much time, Karan started going up the stairs. When he reached almost all the way up, he heard some strange noises coming from outside. The voice was as if someone was chanting strange mantras collectively. Seeing all this, Karan was very nervous. At first, he thought he might have been kidnapped for money, but here the whole matter seemed to be black magic. He understood that if he had been kidnapped for money for a time, there was still a chance of his escape. But the chances of survival in kidnapping done for black magic are negligible. He had thought that if he did not get out of here soon, then death was certain. So he hurried down and started looking for another door to get out of there. Karan was very scared. He didn't even have his belongings. If he had his mobile phone, he could have asked someone for help, but it was not possible. He was just looking for a door to get out of there when suddenly he realized that the door that was upstairs was opening. Seeing this, an idea came to Karan's mind. He thought that if he pretended to be unconscious like this, then he could get out of here when he got a chance. So he went back to the place where he had been lying before. In a short time, there was the sound of footsteps coming from the top down. In a short time, when she came very close to him, he heard a familiar voice, and that voice was none other than Mohini's. She said, "Just some time, and then after its sacrifice, Shubham will be alive." Then Rajni said that whatever you have to do, you have to hurry up, because it has been a long time since she has eaten kheer. It can come to its senses at any time, and if it comes to its senses, then there will be trouble. Then Mohini said, "We cannot sacrifice it now even if we want to, because even if we sacrifice it now, it will be of no use. It has to be sacrificed in a certain time. Only then will Shubham be alive." Hearing all this, Karan remembered that when he came here, these people were referring to a Shubham. That is, whoever it was, he is dead, and these people are planning to sacrifice Karan to bring him back to life. But the good thing here was that there was still time in his sacrifice, because of which Karan had time to escape. Karan waited for the right opportunity and kept pretending to be unconscious. After some time, he realized that one of them was applying a mark on his forehead, and then Mohini said, "Now after this, the devil will know that this is his food, and then he will slowly draw all its energy, and then we will sacrifice it till the day after tomorrow." After speaking, Mohini and Rajni started leaving from there. At the same time, Karan got up from his place and grabbed Mohini's neck and hit her against the wall in front of him. Seeing all this, Rajni was shocked, and now before she could do anything, Karan also gave her a strong slap, which also fell to one side. After this, Karan had a good chance to get out of here, so he decided to go up those stairs quickly. It was more important for Karan to escape from his life here. So Karan ran upstairs quickly, and he came out and locked the door and started going out of that house. Karan remembered that Rajni's parents were also in this house, who could come in front of him at any time. Karan came out of the back of the house, avoiding their eyes with great difficulty. There were light bushes in the back of the house in which he was hiding outside. It was just about to be morning, due to which there was no one around at the moment, and it was no less than a problem for Karan, because if someone was around him, he could ask for help. Karan was coming near the main road, hiding in the bushes. At the same time, a man appeared to be standing in front of him. Karan was hiding in the bushes at that time, because of which he could not see the man's face, and that is why he made this mistake. Karan quickly came out of the bushes and said to the man, "Look, help me. There's a family here. He has kept me captive. They were just talking about sacrificing me, when suddenly their eyes fell on the man's face. It was none other than Rajni's father, who was watching him smile. Karan took 2 steps back in fear, and at the same time the man said, "After your sacrifice, my son will come back to life. You were running away from here, leaving my son like this." Karan nervously said, "Uncle, your son is dead and he is not going to come back. But why are you killing me in this affair? I am also someone's son. My mother is waiting for me at home. Let me go." Karan had just said that, then suddenly he was hit on the head from behind. When he looked back, he saw that Rajni's mother was looking at him with a horrible smile.
During this time, he had a stick in his hand on which there was blood on it, and with this stick, he stabbed Karan on it. Due to this attack, Karan could not handle himself and fell unconscious there, and now he was again in the captivity of this family one. When Karan's eyes opened, he did not find himself locked inside the cell this time, but in the room where he was slept, and this time his hands and feet were also tied. Seeing all this, Karan was not surprised, but now he was thinking about how to get out of here. He was thinking about this when the door of that room opened and Rajni and Mohini came inside the room. During this, Karan was surprised to see them because Karan had hurt Mohini and Rajni a lot just some time ago. But here, they were both perfectly fine. There wasn't even a scratch on his face. Karan was surprised to see this. At the same time, Mohini said, "What are you thinking, Karan? Isn't that how our wounds healed so quickly? Don't you understand yet?" A mysterious smile appeared on Mohini's face as she said this. Seeing all this, Karan could not understand that after all, these two are there, so what is it? Now before Karan says anything, Rajni, Mohini said, "This boy is very clever. It will try again to get out of here, so sacrifice it as soon as possible." Hearing this, Mohini said, "You also know this very well, and I also know that it is not possible. It will have to be kept like this for a while, and don't worry, it can't go anywhere from here. Even if it goes, we will bring it back." Hearing this, Rajni said, "But how?" Hearing this, Mohini did not say anything. She came up to Karan and stuck her nails into his side. I don't know how Mohini's nails were sharper than a knife. Within a second, Karan's arm was cut exactly like a fruit, and now blood was coming out of that arm. All this was causing a lot of pain to Karan. He was up. At the same time, Mohini was licking his blood. After some time, she came back to Rajni and said, "Now wherever it goes, I will know. It's impossible for me to escape." And after this, Mohini and Rajni left from there. Just a short while ago, when Mohini and Karan met, Karan had noticed that Mohini's nails were not so sharp and not so big, but I don't know how his nails became too sharp. Karan had come to know that it must be a witch or a witch, but here he also had a hope that he was still in this room. If he had his phone in the room, maybe he would find his mobile in this room. And thinking of this, after they left, he tried to get himself out of there with great difficulty. In this attempt, he fell from the chair on which he was tied, and during this time, he saw that his mobile was lying under his bed. Karan worked very hard and finally took the mobile from his feet. But now before he could do anything, there was a sharp jolt in his body. It seemed to him as if something was trying to get inside his body with all its might. Due to that energy, Karan's whole body was trembling, and then the next moment, darkness fell before his eyes. When he opened his eyes, he found himself lying in a circle. His hands and feet were open, but all of a sudden, he had become so heavy that he could not move his hands and feet even if he wanted to. Seeing him like this,
Rajni, who was sitting next to him, said, "There's no point in trying so much because you are completely under our control, and now you cannot be free from here even if you want to." Hearing all this, Karan was very nervous. His death began to dance before his eyes. But at the same time, he remembered one thing his mother said, that if you remember God with a true heart or recite the Hanuman Chalisa, then the evil forces can run away from you. He now saw the last ray of hope, and he started reciting the recitation of Hanuman Chalisa at this time. Around there, on one side, the sound of those satanic spells of the Mohini was echoing. On the other hand, Karan spoke in Hanuman Chalisa, and the effect of all this was that Karan was again feeling his boss over his body. His hands and feet were getting lighter again. Seeing this, he was very happy, and he started reading Hanuman Chalisa rapidly. Seeing all this, Mohini angrily said, "Stop! If this continues, Satan will not sacrifice you, and my husband will not be alive." But Karan did not respond to her question. He kept reciting Hanuman Chalisa continuously, and the very next moment he had complete control over his body, and now he was exactly the same as before. Karan had thought that no matter what happens, if he wants to escape from here, then all this will have to be finished. And so he picked up the burning wood in the pool and attacked Mohini and Rajni. As soon as this happened, Rajni and Mohini disappeared from there, turning into smoke. Karan was surprised to see this, but then, the next moment, his eyes fell on Rajni's parents. He also hit them with that wood, and then both of them also disappeared from there, turning into smoke. Karan could not understand how these people turned into smoke, but he thought it best to get out of here quickly. He went into the room and picked up his things. During this time, he continued to recite the Hanuman Chalisa and then quickly left that house. Karan took the bus and came back to his city. With all that had happened to him, he couldn't even tell it at home. Otherwise, in the first place, his family would have beaten him. So he remained calm. But his friends started teasing him, and upset by all this, Karan told them the whole story. But they didn't believe him at all, because where was this possibility? Karan tried to open Mohini's profile on his social media account, but she was missing from there. Karan was so nervous about all this that he also closed his social media account. Even all the pictures of Mohini were missing from his phone. It seemed as if Karan and Mohini never spoke. But what was just about to happen, he had never dreamed of. During all this, one night when he was sleeping, he heard a familiar voice. "Karan, you used to claim to love me, and you left me like this." When Karan woke up after hearing that sound, he found Mohini hanging upside down from his ceiling. During this time, his eyes were completely black, and his whole face was exactly white like snow. Seeing all this, Karan was very nervous. At the same time, Mohini crawled on her knees on the roof and said, "You are really bad. You said you loved me, and then you told my sister-in-law Rajni that I was after you." Karan was so upset with all this that he almost cried and said, "Look, Mohini, forgive me. You were so beautiful. That's why I was mad at you. But seeing Rajni's bungalow, I thought of deceiving you."
But you please leave me, because you didn't love me too. You were sacrificing me just to revive a Shubham, and that is why you called me there. Hearing this, Mohini said, "I still want to revive my husband, and for this I will need your sacrifice. I would have sacrificed you at that time, but you started reciting Hanuman Chalisa. Look, I love my husband very much and want to bring him back to life, so help me with this." Hearing this, Karan said, "Look, if you had to give something else, I would have given it to you. But how can I give up my life? And you also try to understand that no human being can come back after death." Hearing this, Mohini stopped in her place. She jumped from above and came very close to Karan. Mohini's terrifying face was now right in front of Karan, and seeing her so close to him, Karan was more scared than before. Then, at the same time, Mohini grabbed his neck and said, "This is all a lie. If we sacrifice you, he will surely come back to life, and once he is alive, the four of us will be free." Hearing this, Karan said, "But why me? You can sacrifice someone else, can you not? Then why are you after me?" Then she said, "When I offered your indulgence to the devil, I got such signs that he liked you very much, and if I give them the pleasure they want, that is, if he sacrifices his wish, then he will fulfill one of my wishes. And I am saying this to you for the last time, because after this, I will not sacrifice you, but your father. You have 24 hours to think about it, and then I will take your father with me." After speaking, Mohini disappeared from there, and now Karan started thinking about how to get rid of this problem. He did not want to punish his family for the mistake that Karan had made, and the matter had now gone far beyond the limit, and so he thought of telling his family about it. The next day, he gathered all the people of his family early in the morning and told them everything. At first, they all thought he was joking, but then Karan showed the injury on his head, which was inflicted by Rajni's mother by hitting him on the head. At the same time, he also showed them all the wounds in the scuffle and said, "Believe me, if you don't listen to me, then disaster will happen." All this made his family very nervous, and his mother started beating him. His father somehow separated them, and now they started thinking about what to do. After a lot of thought, Karan's father went to a nearby temple and called the priest there and brought him home and told him everything. After knowing everything, he called Karan to him and told him that he had drunk your blood. "Is this true?" Then Karan said yes, and he also said that after that, maybe she was tied to me. Then the Pandit said, "Let's see it now." He then asked Karan's mother to bring Ganga water from the temple. He gave Ganga water to Pandit Ji. Pandit Ji chanted some mantras and sprinkled some drops of Ganga water on Karan. As soon as this happened, Karan's body started burning, and wherever he fell, his skin got burned. Seeing this, Pandit Ji said, "This boy has become possessed by ghosts. This boy is very healthy. For this reason, it is not having much effect on it, but gradually that negative energy is hollowing it out inside. It is not my job to fight such forces. Yes, I can put it off for a while, but I can't take it off you guys. We can do one thing. I reduce the effect of this power a little bit, due to which you will get some time, and you will be able to find a worthy person." Karan's family agreed to this, and then they got a small havan done in the house as per the Pandit's instructions. After that havan, Pandit Ji tied a thread in each of the hands of all the people of the house. But no thread tied in Karan's hand, as it was hurting him. Karan's father now started looking for someone who could help him, and for this he started asking his friends and relatives. And during all this, one day when Karan's younger sister Kanchan came to give him tea in the morning, he said to him, "Do you think that Pandit was telling the truth? Do you really have that evil power in our house?" Hearing this, Kanchan said, "You were the one who told us all this, and now you are saying all this." Then Karan said softly, "Look, don't tell this to anyone. There's really no such thing. I have tests going on in college, so I don't want to take that test, and I did all this to avoid that. But these people took this thing very seriously, and in return for all this, that Pandit gave them a lot of money." Hearing this, Kanchan was surprised and said, "Brother, you lied to us. But then how did you get all these injuries?" Then Karan said, "Hey, there was a fight with friends. If they had told this at home, then where would these people take the matter? Leave it at that. And now that you know that all this is a lie, take out this thread and throw it away. Why are you taking so much load unnecessarily?" Kanchan also liked this, and at that time, he took out the thread and placed it on Karan's hand. Karan did not know that Kanchan would take out the thread and place it on his hand, and because of this, his skin got burned wherever the thread was placed on his hand.
Seeing all this, Kanchan was very nervous and she understood that it was the phantom who had played the trick so that she would untie the thread. On the other hand, Karan had also guessed that Kanchan had come to know everything. She removed the thread with a jerk, and before Kanchan could run away, Karan grabbed her neck. Karan's eyes were shining eerily. Seeing this, Kanchan was about to scream when Karan closed her mouth and said, "With such difficulty, a member of this family has opened that Rakshasutra, and I will let go of this opportunity so easily." Before Kanchan could understand anything, Karan bit her on the palm. Blood started oozing from Kanchan's palm. At the same time, Mohini came out of Karan's body and quickly licked the blood, and now Mohini was tied to Karan as well as Kanchan. As soon as Mohini left the body, Karan got back control over his body, and now seeing Mohini riding on Kanchan's back in front of him, Karan got very nervous, and now before he could say anything, Mohini said, "I gave you 24 hours, Karan. But if you did not listen to me, then now I am sacrificing your sister from your family." Hearing this, Karan became very nervous and pleaded, "Look, if you want to sacrifice me, give it to me, but leave my sister. I am ready to walk with you, and this time I will not oppose you." Hearing this, Kanchan said, "Brother, there is no need to be afraid of this. It can't do anything to me. You just call your mother and call Pandit Ji and bring her." If Karan was alone here, he would have dared so much, but he didn't want to mess with his sister's life, so he thought of obeying Mohini. Then Mohini said, "Your sister can spoil my whole work, so tie your hands and feet right now and lock yourself in your room, and then come with me to get all the stuff. The time when I was about to sacrifice you was a very good time for sacrifice, but Satan is so pleased with your enjoyment that he can sacrifice you at any time. Therefore, you will be sacrificed tonight at 12 o'clock. Karan agreed to this and tied his sister's hands and feet and locked her in his room.
When Karan was locking his room, his mother saw him and she told him, "Why are you locking your room? And have you seen Kanchan somewhere? Did she go to give you tea and after that I don't know where she went? Kanchan told me that she was going to her friend's house." "Well, Mom, I'll go too." After speaking, Karan started leaving quickly. But during this time, his mother knew that there was something wrong because Karan looked very upset with the face. At that time, Karan's father was getting ready, and then his wife came to him and told him everything. Then Karan's father said, "Look, don't worry. I have come to know about a Baba and I am going to meet him today. Today I will bring them home, and after that everything will be fine." After this, Karan's father left after breakfast, while Karan's mother started thinking about what he should do now. She was thinking about this when suddenly there was the sound of something breaking from Karan's room. When she ran to the room, she saw that the sound was coming from inside the room, and not only that, the sound of more things falling from inside the room. Hearing all this, he came to know that Karan had locked someone in his room, and so he picked up the stone and started breaking the lock. After some time, when the door opened and she went inside the room, she saw Kanchan tied to the bed. Seeing this, she ran to him and opened his bound mouth. As soon as he opened his mouth, Kanchan told him everything. Hearing this, her mother was very nervous and she immediately called her husband and told him everything. Then they said, "Look, that phantom should not know that we know everything. You do one thing, keep Kanchan locked in a room like this, and I am reaching there with this Babaji. Till then, if Karan comes, you take care of him. Anyway, he has to take the sacrifice after 12 o'clock tonight. Till then, we will save him." That's what they did. They tied Kanchan up and locked her outside the room, and now she waited for her husband and son to arrive. She expected her husband to come home before Karan, but before that, Karan came home and started walking towards his room. Karan was just opening the lock of his room, but that lock was not opening because his mother had broken the first lock and put the second lock. During all this, his mother came there and said, "Hey son, you left in the morning without having breakfast. Are you feeling well?" Hearing this, Karan started feeling that he might not suspect him. So he said, "Oh mom, it's all right. That morning my friend called me and said that there was a puja at his house and had ordered his belongings. Just now, I bought this item and went to his house and found that puja is not today but tomorrow, and these people were also not at home, so I came home with it. I am very hungry now. Give me something to eat." Karan had spoken, but his mother knew what was going on inside him, but she didn't say anything. They served breakfast for Karan, and Karan started eating. After some time, Mohini's voice reached his ears. "Karan is tying this house from all sides. I don't see something right. Stop all this right now, otherwise it won't be right." Hearing this, Karan spoke to his mother. "Is there anything going on outside the house?" Hearing this, his mother said, "I don't know, son. I am here with you, so how will I know? But how do you know that?" Now before Karan says anything, his father came in with a man with white beard and black costume and said, "This is my son, and this is the shadow of that power on top of this." Hearing this, Karan was very nervous, and before he could do anything, the man threw a white powder on him. All this led to Karan falling into his place and writhing in agony. His eyes were terrifyingly wide. The mouth was open, and the man stood in front of him and poured the powder on him and kept chanting mantras. The effect of all this was that smoke started coming out of Karan's body, and now Mohini was standing in front of everyone in her horrible form. Seeing him, everyone was very nervous. But then the man said, "Who are you, and why are you after it?" Then Mohini started speaking. "Shubham and I used to love each other very much. I was Bengali and this was Rajasthani. He was living and working in Kolkata. During this time, we fell in love with each other. Despite being from different places, we started to love each other. But my parents were against our relationship, and when they did not understand even after a lot of persuasion, both of us ran away from Kolkata and came to Rajasthan. The good thing that Shubham's parents had here was that Shubham's parents were not against our relationship, and they got us married. I grew up watching black magic since childhood, so I was proficient in it. We were worshippers of Satan and not God since childhood, and now I started doing black magic even by staying at Shubham's house. My mother-in-law was very sick. I cured them with my black magic. Shubham did not know this, and so when Shubham saw me doing this one day, we had a lot of fighting. I tried to explain to him that I was not doing anything wrong with my powers, but he didn't want to hear anything. He told me that if I want to be with him, I have to give all this up. I loved him very much, so she agreed to leave all this. And during all this, I will tell you in my own words what happened to my friends Mohini one day. So, one night, Mohini and Shubham were sleeping comfortably. It was during this time that she had a terrible dream in which her Guru mother was in front of her and she began to speak. Once you start all this, you can't get out of it so easily. Hearing this, Mohini said, "I agree, but my husband doesn't want me to do all this, so I want to leave all this. Is there a way out?" Then she said, "Look, there is a way, but for this too, you have to go to the crematorium late at night till 11 Amavasyas and do sadhana. And you know that this sadhana should be completely secret. If anyone comes to know about this, then its consequences can be quite fatal." Mohini wanted to stay away from all this for Shubham, so she agreed to do secret sadhana so that no member of her family would see her doing all this. So she started putting sleeping pills in dinner. Everything was fine until the 4 new moons. But on the night of the 5th new moon, Rajni stopped at night with her friend and asked her to study. Her family agreed to this, and tonight Mohini put the rest of the family members to sleep by giving them sleeping pills, and now she left at night.
During all this, Rajni's friend's brother was passing by and he saw Mohini going to the crematorium. He came to Rajni and told her all this, and then Rajni went to the crematorium with her friends and hid to see what Mohini was doing there. Seeing all this, Rajni was very nervous and she did not come there at that time. But the next day she told this to everyone in the house. Hearing all this, Mohini got very angry because the result could have been much more deadly. At the same time, Shubham also got very angry and slapped Mohini and said that I trusted you, but you did not agree. You love your black magic so much that you didn't give it up. Look, I don't want all this in my house, so you can go home. Hearing this, Mohini told them all about how one has to do sadhana in one place to leave all these, and she was doing the same, but no one in the house was ready to accept it. Shubham was angry and threw Mohini out of the house. But Rajni's mind was still going on that if what Mohini said was true. And so he talked to Mohini about this, and Mohini said, "This is absolutely true, Rajni. And now if nothing is done, then someone in the house can die." Hearing this, Rajni got very nervous and she talked to her parents about this, and they took Mohini inside the house and said that somehow fix it all because they do not want anyone to die in this house. It doesn't matter if you lose any money. Mohini agreed to this, and now Mohini had to do a rigorous sadhana inside the house for this. The whole family was with Mohini in that sadhana, but except for Shubham, all of them were now worshipping the devil together. And they also asked Shubham to sit there, but Shubham did not agree and left the house. The four of them did that sadhana together, but perhaps his master was very angry, and because of this there were repeated difficulties in his sadhana, and in the end a very terrible accident happened. There was an explosion like a bomb in that sadhana, and with this the wood present in that sadhana fell here and there. All the wood was burning, due to which she was also hit by the family members, and some parts of her body were burnt. Seeing all this, Mohini said, "It is a disaster. We failed in this. Now I don't know what will happen." After this, Mohini started speaking loudly, "Oh my God, if you want, take my life, but leave my family. My God, take my life if you want, but leave my family." Hearing all this, Rajni got very angry and she said, "You knew that our brother is not like you. Still you loved him and married him, because of which all this is happening today. And if anything happens to any of my family today, see it." Then Mohini said, "Look, there is another way to make them happy, and that is human sacrifice forest. If we give it to them, then everything will be fine." Hearing this, his breath said, "That is, we should commit a sin to stop this disaster? It won't happen to us. If you want, do something else." But now, before that Mohini would say something, a man came inside the house from outside and said, "You guys are here, and Shubham had an accident." There, hearing this, they were very shocked and they quickly ran towards the hospital where Shubham was admitted. But Shubham died in a short time. All this broke the family a lot because Shubham was the only breadwinner in that entire family. By the way, there was not such a shortage of money in his family. Their cultivation was also substantial, but no family can tolerate the young son going into such a young age. They brought Shubham's body home, and then Shubham's mother said that a pandit had said that my son has a long life and now his sudden departure is not right. Can my son come back to life? Hearing this, Mohini may have spoken, but for this we will have to sacrifice about 11 young people, and I do not understand how we will arrange so many people. Hearing this, my son went away in his youth while I should have gone because I am ill, and on top of that I am also very old. You do one thing, take my sacrifice." Hearing this, Rajni said, "What are you saying, mother? What will happen to me without you? We will take care of those 11 people." Then Mohini said, "Rajni is absolutely right. We will continue to target one or the other of the people around us, and no one will even suspect us. But yes, till then we don't have to cremate Shubham's corpse." For this family agreed. And then Rajni thought that her friend's brother would be perfect for this job. And so he deceitfully called him home, and then he was going to sacrifice him. They had also inoculated him so that Satan was suffering from it. But as soon as he started sacrificing him, the fire of the pool present there flared up, and soon the fire started spreading all around. Seeing all this, Rajni was surprised and said, "Sister-in-law, what is all this? Why is this happening when we are sacrificing Satan?" Then Mohini panics and says that this boy has some dangerous disease because of which Satan did not like its indulgence and he is punishing us. Hearing this, all those people became very nervous and started running away from there in fear. But none of them survived, and all of them died in the fire of that house. Even Rajni's friend's brother, Mohini, and her family, the sadhana that they were doing, that they were all trapped in this cycle, and that is why they still try to take the sacrifices of the people. Mohini was a member of a powerful satanic congregation that even after her death, she had such demonic powers that she lured people online and called them to her. After hearing all this, the man said, "You have been wronged, but you have also done a lot of wrong. You chose the wrong path that led to all this, leaving human ways behind.
You are trying to revive your husband, but also understand that his body is no longer there. And once the body is gone, you can put his soul in someone else's body. But this will also cease to exist for your husband because he will be identified as another man in whose body his soul has been cast. You can't get out of here, but I want you to get out of here, so I can do something for your salvation. Tell me, do you agree? Mohini did not want liberation. Mohini just had to revive her husband, so he refused it. Seeing all this, the man said, "Okay, then I will send you to your world so that you can never come to this world again." As for your in-laws, they were human beings and therefore did not have any powers, due to which they could not harm anyone. After wandering like this for some time, those people will be free on their own. We just have to do something about you. After this, the man imprisoned Mohini inside a bottle and told everyone, "I am taking it with me and I am giving you a thread. After about 10 days, you have to tie this thread on the wrists of both your children and keep it tied for a month. Then open it and throw it into a river or running water. Everything will be fine." After that, he left, and that is what he did. A month later, as soon as the thread flowed in the river, the family was free from all this. Mohini had now left here, and the souls of Mohini's in-laws were still wandering there, but they couldn't harm anyone. He was probably cursing Mohini for all this. But was it all Mohini's fault? See, here we cannot say that anyone is at fault, but Mohini made a mistake that she had made more mistakes in correcting her one mistake. If her husband had died, she should have accepted that natural death and not tried to revive her husband by using Tantra mantra. This is the biggest mistake she has made. And then she was sacrificing human beings, so it became a great sin. So I would say that it was all Mohini's fault. She would never have fallen into such Tantra mantra things, nor would her husband die, nor would she have to do such sacrificial deeds.
So friends, this was our story today. How did you like the story? Please do tell me by commenting in the comment box. And also, those who haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe to the channel. Take care of yourself and your family. I will meet you soon with a new story. Thank you.